So it was about a year ago. Decided I wanted to go to Nashville, get talking with some people I know, and they're like, hey, if you're in Nashville, just a little bit longer, go to Memphis too, and get yourself there. It's a great place. So, you know, when you're out on the road, you got all those nice rest centers, and you can pick up lots of pamphlets, lots of stuff to do. Memphis is a great place. Highly recommend you get there. And since we're going to Memphis, we had to go to Graceland. That was great. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's a great time. It was great going through and seeing all the automobiles that Elvis had collected up. There's a lot of memorabilia there. So it's a good time. Great place. Great atmosphere. They got all these different packages. As of a year ago, so that would be 2018, there was this package here, the Ultimate, and that was $155 plus their tax. And then next on the list was the Elvis VIP tour for $96, and then the Elvis Experience tour for $57.50 plus taxes. Or you got this cheap one here, Graceland Mansion Tour, including the planes, was $35 plus the taxes. Anyways, the one that we went with was this one here. This one here was a good bang for the buck. No regrets. You got to see like 99% of the place. There's only one area where there was a VIP area we weren't allowed in, so no big deal. That was not a big deal to me. And also too, this one here, you can get a thing where you can go on their Sirius radio and say, hey, you're the Joneses, you've traveled 10,000 miles to get there, so no big deal, right? So if you got lots of money to burn, there's a couple other options, but at the end of the day, very happy with that for $57.50 plus their taxes, so no big deal. So that was a good bang for the buck. Like these other tours up here, they supposedly have rapid buses there for you. With these up here, they say you're not going to wait, but at the end of the day, they have so many buses that the people are loading nice and fast, and there's no worries. You're on vacation, you got time, and might as well enjoy yourself. So this is a good bang for the buck for going to Graceland. $57.50, highly recommend it. Like I said, if you got lots of money to burn, then you got those other options, but really for 40 bucks more here, you're not getting much more. And then up here, well, that's basically 100 bucks more, and you're really not getting that much more. Like maybe, like this was November, so it's medium traffic flow, I would imagine. But during their prime time, I would say this place was set up really good, that package there would be the Ultimate all year round. Good bang for the buck. When you get there, they get you a nice map, so that way you can't get lost. So that was kind of handy. So yeah, you got that nice map, and then a stone throw away from Graceland was the hotel that we picked, and that hotel was awesome. Phenomenally low price, but great service, friendly people. And the funny thing is, we're only going to stay one night. Decided it was so great and cheap and all that you couldn't complain, so we stayed a second night. So there's lots of options. If you got lots of money to burn or throw away, then you can go stay at the Graceland hotel, that new one fairly new one that's there across the corner from all this stuff. But there's lots of choice if you want high-end or or just want a bed and sleep and crash and rejuvenate and carry on, there's lots of choices. Another pamphlet here that came from the rest centers while traveling through Tennessee. There you go. If you're going to be going to Graceland, this place here was awesome. Like I said earlier, I was only going to stay one night, but the people were so awesome and friendly. You know, we're checking out and we said, hey, you know, we're just going to leave our vehicle. We want to get another room. So we wanted to get it all squared up, and the lady's like, oh, that's okay. I'll save you a room, y'all. Nice southern accent. She says, our housekeeping's really thorough, but she's not back yet, as she's a little bit slower. And I believe that was the exact words. The lady that's doing the house cleaning is about 80 at that time, the one lady. But, you know, working hard, and it was awesome. They said, don't worry, we'll save you a room. And when we came back, she was quite impressed that we were quite a bit longer. She said, I expect you back a couple hours ago. But we said, oh, there's lots of stuff to read. All kinds of memorabilia. It was awesome. Like in one part of the exhibits, they had like filing cabinets. You can open them up, and then under plexiglass, you could look at different things. And it was pretty neat. There was a lot of stuff to look at, and then plus all the musicians that were influenced by Elvis. There's lots of stuff. So it was really impressive. I'm glad I went. Like, the original trip was just a plan to go to Nashville, and we thought, well, stone throw farther and we can go to Memphis. So it was a really, really good time, and since you're gonna be out and about, you might as well go that extra mile and travel and see more. And on this tour, when you're walking around, you have a guide, the guy from Full House that played Jesse. So that guy there, his voice walks you around through the Graceland. So that was really impressive. If you want to stop, pause, rewind, or fast forward, or listen to it again, you can do whatever you like. Just keep pushing buttons and you can hear it again. So that was really cool. Learned a lot about Graceland. It's pretty cool. And then they got video playing of old videos of Elvis there at Graceland. You know, there's one with his pink Cadillac driving up the laneway with snow. That doesn't happen very often there in Memphis. But yeah, there's lots of different things to see. We were there about 3 or 4 hours, maybe 5 hours. We were there for quite a while, but you know, good bang for the buck, good entertainment, and it was just an all-around good experience. Highly recommend it. So we get talking to the hotel staff, and we said, hey, look, we just want a place to go to eat. Something that's decent and reasonable priced. And they asked us a couple questions, and they suggested Gus's. I've never heard of Gus's fried chicken before, but I highly recommend it. It was friggin' phenomenal. From Graceland to Gus's chicken, I'm gonna say it's about 10 minutes of a drive. So Gus's chicken is phenomenal. I'd recommend it to anybody. And at this point, I haven't even been to any of their other locations, but I would recommend it to anybody. They got locations in Michigan, like Georgia, all over. And they got locations all over the states. But I would highly recommend this. When you walked into Gus's, it felt awesome. It felt like you're going into Uncle Jesse's kitchen. Everybody had a warm country hospitality. And I can't forget This place has a guitar-shaped pool. Yes, it was getting later in the year. It was like November-ish. And the pool was nice and refreshing. So, just another tidbit of information about this Days Inn. So remember this place, Days Inn, right across the road from Graceland. You'll get yourself a good value for a hotel. This paper here came in from the rest center. It's got all kinds of coupons. That was pretty, you know, it's pretty good to get these flyers when you're going into the rest centers and you kind of find out what's what. I mean, there's always those hidden gems off the beaten trail, or sometimes right on the main trail that are not advertised. They just use the good old word of mouth. Been around a long time, or whatever their scenario is, there's always those hidden gems out there. But this one here, it's awesome. It's right across the road from Graceland. So highly recommend it. And you know, a cool thing about Graceland, when we were out at Graceland, there's people of all ages there. All ages. People of all different ethnic backgrounds were going there to enjoy Graceland. You know, it's just a great atmosphere. Everybody's friendly. You know, everybody's just relaxed. Everybody's there on vacation. Or maybe, you know, there's some business people passing through, you know, in between meetings. Go check out Graceland and carry on. But it was a highly recommended to go to Graceland. It's well worth the extra drive from Nashville to Memphis. It's worth it. And then on top of it all, Gus's Chicken, look them up. They're world famous. I'll vouch for it. Hopefully that's worth something. But I would go to this any of their locations, as it was really good chicken. The place impressed me so much that I'm willing to go out on a limb and say all these locations are gonna have awesome chicken. You know, everybody's working hard. You can just see them working hard in the kitchen, preparing your meals. And it was, you know, it's nice because we're all sitting in the dining room. Everybody's getting along. You know, some people, there's tables that are closer than others. So, you know, everybody's just visiting, hey, like extended family. So it was a great atmosphere. A great atmosphere. Like when I first was driving up to Gus's, you could just smell the chicken coming out of the kitchen's exhaust system, or the kitchen hoods. So anyways, drove around the block and found a parking spot and went in. So it was a good sign. It's really good and busy, but they're really fast. And there you go. That's today's video. Thanks a lot. Enjoy. Cheers.